Okay guys, we don't usually make these sort of videos, but I think this information is important and everyone needs to know it. Not everyone's on the War Commander Discord, so not everybody's getting the information. So where do I start? There is a few things to list. I'm going to jump right in with the power plants to begin with. So for example, before you would have to upgrade each power plant individually, and that would use up your worker. So if you were upgrading a power plant, as you know, you couldn't upgrade a building, you'd have to wait for the worker. Now that system has changed. You now upgrade your power plant in the defense lab. So you'd go to your defense lab, open it up, power plants, and you start the upgrade. So I think that's really good because it frees up your worker. Maybe it's 6 to 10 years too late. Maybe if this was the case 10 years ago, a lot more people would be playing the game still. But there you go. It's now in the defense lab. Whatever your highest level building is, power plant, every single other power plant will be that level as well. So for example, I've got a max fusion tower there, so that one's maxed, that one's also maxed. If I was to change one of these power plants over, change it to a fusion tower, that would also be maxed. And I'm pretty sure you can revert back to a standard power plant if you want to do so. So that's it for the power plants. New system, upgrade 1 upgrades them all. So that's good. It's going to save people a lot of time. What else do you need to know? Turrets. Again, if you wanted to swap your turret from a standard turret to an advanced one, it used to take 13 hours. Now it will switch over for free. And if you had at least one platform that was maxed, example, a maxed advanced plated platform, all your platforms will now be maxed advanced. So, and again, they've changed it over to the defense lab. So again, you're not using your worker anymore for the power plants or the platforms. It all gets done in the defense lab. So platforms, you start upgrading them in here in the defense lab. We have noticed that you can upgrade, let's say, a platform, not a platform, sorry, turret. Let me try and find a so that turret there, for example, if I start the upgrade on that and I go over to a power plant, it will let you do two things at once. So it's letting me upgrade a power plant and it's also letting me upgrade a turret at the same time. So two for the price of one. So that's a good thing. The levels are all over the place. This, for example, this turret was maxed at one time. KixEye didn't 100% get it right with the update. They said they're going to fix it. As you can see, I've lost 5 levels on that turret, but hopefully they fix it on the next downtime. I think also you'll notice that maybe you didn't have max platforms before and now you have, because KixEye did give people some max platforms. I think it all depended on the level of your platform to begin with. It's like they give you a percentage of what your platform was. So that's it for the power plants and the turrets. Again, for the turrets, whichever one you choose to upgrade, I'll give you another example. If you wanted a hover platform, if you upgrade the hover platform in the defense lab, and you decided to max that to level 20, then when you go to change the turret, all of them will be level 20. So it saved people a hell of it saved just a hell of a lot of time, because it took me, I already had max platforms, and it took me a good year plus of upgrading individual platforms. So there you go, it saved everybody a good year plus of upgrading platforms. What else do you need to know about the new upgrade system? So, for example, in the tech center, because this is the only unit we've got, the new chronophage, that is using tokens instead of time now. So you have to play your events, collect your tokens, and I need to point this out to you. You need to do shadow ops at the moment to be able to earn 15 tokens for the chronophage. So you're going to get an extra 15 tokens from shadow ops. So make sure you farm your shadow ops. You need to make sure you click repeat and just keep doing a good amount of bases until you collect 15 tokens for the chronophage. So no more time on units, standard units anymore. It's all tokens. Now, we've recently learned that when it comes to uniques, we're playing for this we've just got this new unique, the can't even pronounce it, Tachyon. Pretty sure it's the Tachyon. You have to farm tokens from Strike Ops, 45 tokens from the Strike Ops to get it up to level 10 at the moment. And once you've got all your tokens, it still takes 5 days to upgrade it from level 1 to level 2. But you cannot start the upgrade until you've got the tokens. So for your standard units, it's just tokens, no time included. You collect your tokens, the unit will upgrade. For the unique units going forward in future, you need to collect the tokens. Once you've got the token, you can then start the upgrade, which I'm not too happy about that system, but that's another conversation. So up to now, people, that is what we know. So you're going to save a lot of time on your power plants. You're going to save a lot of time on your platforms. You've got the information about the new token system and the new upgrade times and tokens on the uniques. So now you just want to know what I have set for my power management. So as you can see, I'm currently using 2230 of 400 power on the top bar. Which is a problem. And that's with 2 max fusion towers as well, which in case you're wondering, a new max, because they've added 5 more levels, a new max one is 400 power. That's what you get for a fusion turret. So if I go into my power management, that's pushed all the way up to 2. I think I was testing something, but maybe I might keep it at 2, but I can tell, but normally I'd keep it at 1. So because I have got quite a bit of power in my base, I keep mine at 1. I keep my rocket range all the way down. I mean, even if I push that up, I still have a lot of power to play with, but I want as much power as I can get. What I do keep high is my war production, because I like my war production spawning out at 2 times the speed, especially because of CRAMs taking up most of my capacity in my base. I rely heavily on the war production spawning out fast. But for those that haven't got a lot of power, push your bar down. This doesn't need to be all the way. 1.8, 1.6, 1.4 is still better than 1. But for me personally, that's how I keep mine. We know that Pilums and Moonskaters are doing a very good job in your war production once you've upgraded your war factory and you can set a Pilum or a Moonskater. Orbiters are doing very well in base defense as well on the production. It's up to you whether you want to set missionaries or what's the other one, pioneer. Each to their own, whatever you want to have set. So there you go. That's exactly what I have in my base. That's the way I do my power management. The final question is, what do we do? Do we now go all fusion towers? Do we stick to normal power plants? Do we change to deep reactors? Now what we know is a deep reactor is very strong, but it doesn't give you a lot of power, whereas a standard one gives you 300 power, and as I just said, the fusion tower does 400 power. So for me personally, this is what so now I've just pushed my bar back down to 1. I'm now using 1720 of 2400. Now if somebody kills one of my power plants, I'm still going to be at 100% efficiency. So I can afford to lose 1 or 2 power plants. If you lose power, it doesn't change the rate of how fast the units spawn out of your war factory. It's the units spawning out might have less health when they spawn out, but they will still spawn out and still do damage in your base. They just might not have as much health. So for me personally, I'm going to stick with 2 fusion towers, and I've got a couple more things to point out to you. We have just had, if you go to your buildings, we have just had a new power plant. So we had 5 before, now we've got 6. I've already placed mine out, so you need to go and place your extra power plant out. Whatever level yours was, whatever level your max power plant was, it will come out the same level. We have also had 4 new platforms. Do with them as you please. When you set them, they'll be just a standard platform. You need to go and swap that platform and make it to whatever platform you want. You'd go to upgrade platform and it might say down here go advanced. Well, I think they've changed that system now actually. It won't say it there. You'll just have a list of turrets what you want to set. So you have to go on, just refresh again, upgrade platform, and then you'll have a list to click on. You click it and set it. So back to buildings. You've had 4 more of these, and you've had 2 more heavy platforms that you need to go in place. I think Kixeye did place the heavy platforms out for some people, but you definitely need to go and set your standard platforms, and you need to go and place out your power plant. So that's all the information I can give you for now, guys. I hope I slowed it down enough so you can understand what it's all about, and everybody's pretty much now got a max base. If you set your base up right, you put your 3 boosts on, you should be able to handle the Onis coming in your base if you've got a maxed advanced plated platform at least. So I just want to let you know my preference for the power plants at the moment. I am going to stick with 2 fusion towers. I'm going to stick with 4 standard power plants because I don't want to have all fusion, because they do explode with that red aura. anything within inside that red aura, the fusion towers explode. So if I have 5 fusion towers, I'm going to have to spread them all around the spawns. People could come in, deploy something, and kill every single power plant, and then they've already won half of the battle. So, and I don't want to go to a deep reactor because I will lose a lot of power, because they don't give you a lot of power back having a deep reactor. So for now, I'll see how it goes, because we can change between all 3 of them whenever we want, because I like to keep my power plants inside the walls as well. I am going to stick with 4 power plants. I'm going to have 2 fusion towers, and I'm going to go into my weapons lab, and I always build my bastions. As you can see, I'm building a tactical bastion as we speak, and I always build 2 generator bastions, which give you an extra 200 power. So make sure you keep on top of your bastions. It's up to you what you want to do, fusion, deep reactor, normal, but that's my personal preference for now. I'll play it by ear and I'll see what the future holds, but for now I'm quite happy with that. So we'll catch you on the next ones, guys. I hope that helped you.